Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the O-PINION. I'm the host, DJ Blue, the sports guru. Hey, today I want to discuss the NFC East, the upcoming season for 2023, 2024. I want to give y'all my predictions. I want to give y'all a preview really fast. I'm going to run through these teams, and I'm going to rank them from number 4 to number 1 of who's going to finish last and who's going to finish first within the division. Let's get to it. Now, let me first remind everybody that there has not been a repeat NFC East champion since the Eagles run from 2001 to 2004, if you remember that. You remember that team led by Donovan McNabb? Let's turn back the clock a little bit, because I think in this division, we might be going back to 20 years ago. Let's start with first, who I believe will finish number 4 in the division. Coming in at number 4, the Washington Commanders. The Commanders should have a new owner before the season starts, led by a team of Josh Harris and Magic Johnson. If you know the details of this team sell, this is a gamble, and this organization will be a project at least for the next 5 years. A new culture is needed in DC, and this will take time. Considering the team's recent history and roster, I have the Commanders finishing dead last in the division. 2022's fifth-round draft pick, Sam Howell, is set to be the starting quarterback this year if he can beat out steady veteran Jacoby Brissett. The Commanders will be in for a ride with this young kid under center. For another season, Coach Ron Rivera will have his hands full and be on the hot seat. Bringing in Eric Bieniemy to steady things offensively. I really like the young kid at running back, Brian Robinson. You remember this kid? He was shot last year prior to the season, and then he bounced back and came back and ran pretty well. I really like that kid. He'll have a running back mate with Antonio Gibson, very tough runner. The wide receiver core is also a bright spot, led by Terry McLaurin. This team will go as the quarterback goes, just like last year. This team will go as the quarterback goes. But I think they have the worst quarterback situation in the division, and ultimately that will secure the last spot for them in the division this year, because the other 3 quarterbacks in the division are way better than what the Washington Commanders will be putting out there. So number 4 in the division, Washington Commanders. At number 3, the New York Football Giants. Let me say that being number 3 in this division is not necessarily a bad thing, as the NFC East boasted 3 playoff teams last year, and it's very possible the NFC East can place 3 playoff teams again this year. The NFC Beast is back. This team will go as quarterback Daniel Jones go, just like last year. Coming off an excellent season for his standards, the Giants acquired tight end Darren Waller from the Las Vegas Raiders. When healthy, my opinion, he is a top 3 tight end in the league. The problem for Darren Waller has been his health. But if he can stay healthy, he will cause some issues in this offense for defenders. The star of the New York Football Giants have been last year's Coach of the Year winner, Brian Daboll. And the Giants will need an excellent coaching job from him again this year to remain competitive in this tough division. Star running back Saquon Barkley will probably be a training camp holdout. And let's be real, if the Giants had him in their long-term plans, they would have figured out his contract situation by now. It's a tough situation to be in, but eventually they will probably go to more of a modern day running back committee style of running the ball. And Daniel Jones can give you some yards also on the ground. Should be another tough, grind it out season for the New York Football Giants franchise. I got them coming at number 3 in the NFC East. With 2 teams left, coming in at number 2 in the NFC East, I have the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will be starting a new era going forward with Tony Pollard as running back number 1. With Zeke Elliott out of the picture, we will see if he can carry the full load. But the real question will be if veteran Dak Prescott can cut down on the turnovers and allow the Dan Quinn-led defense to dominate games. That defensive line led by Micah Parsons will continue to wreak havoc on the league, and a solid pickup of Stephon Gilmore at defensive back to team with Trevon Diggs on the other side will make quarterbacks think twice before challenging the duo. This defense should be a top 5 unit, but I think that the offense will have some struggles. If Mike McCarthy is able to rein in Dak Prescott and eliminate his mistakes, they should be tough enough to give the Philadelphia Eagles some tough division games and will make some noise in the playoffs. My problem with this offense is that I feel that they need more out there to throw to other than CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. I just don't feel this unit is strong enough to really win the big games, especially with the running back position kind of being in question. I would have liked to see Dallas go get another stronger wide receiver to team with Lamb. I feel this again will be the difference between Dallas and a lot of other top teams throughout the NFL. Coming in at number 2, the Dallas Cowboys. Coming in at number 1, my prediction to be the NFC East division champions again, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, may have gotten even better than their dominating 14-3 season of last year. This year, they will have a tougher schedule, and they may not have a better record than last year. But as a team, they may possibly be even stronger by the time the playoffs come rolling around. The one concern I have with the Eagles is the Super Bowl loss hangover. But I think there has been enough trash talking from teams like the San Francisco 49ers, mixed with the competitive spirit of Jalen Hurts, will overcome that hangover. Barring any major season-ending injuries to any of the major star players, there's no reason to believe that this team will not be very scary again to the whole league. They will not surprise anyone this year. Everyone will be even more prepared for this offense with a season to study and prepare for them. So Jalen Hurts will need to continue to progress upward because the competition will only get tougher. The Eagles will really need to rely on some young talent, and they will have some growing pains. So if there is a weak spot on this team, it may be young players like linebacker Nakobe Dean and defensive ends Jordan Davis and rookie Jalen Carter as they get acclimated to becoming full-time starters. The linebacker core has gotten tougher, and both Slate and Bearberry will be back barring any training day cuts. Also, the pickup of running back DeAndre Swift to replace Miles Sanders added to the running back rotation, an offense led by Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and tight end Dallas Goedert. This team will continue to be the beast of the East, and my prediction to win the division. So there we go. From 4-1, NFC East, the Washington Commanders, the New York Football Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Philadelphia Eagles to win the division. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of The Opinion. I am DJ Blue, the Sports Guru. Until next time.